So we're gonna get the.
Please start your engines.
Damn right we are. So we're gonna be. This is my first attempt at commentary in about a while with these type of races. Kagan Russo and Carter 588. This is the second race of Kellogg's Northwest Division here at Pablo Creek. It's 100 laps with Katie Russo and cart 588 on the pole. Mike Huckabee is in second in cart 56. And John Herbertson in cart 41 starts in third. And the green flag is out here at Pablo Creek. Russo in the 588 is trying to get a run off the corner. Huckabee in the 56 is going to try to make it. Herbertson is going to try to make it to 3 wide to the bottom. Comes the 36 as the 36 Jonathan Blaine. Blaine in the 36 is still trying to run. Looks like Herbertson led the first lap here. Looks like the 58. Okay, the 58 of Brian Howard is trying to get a little Chris. Little Sean Douglas. So it looks like Sean Douglas gets in an accident on the away. Douglas from in the We're about to take the race here, lap 11 of 100 here, as we are completing caution because John Douglas was sitting in the back door. Jonathan James and John take the green flag. John is not good. Like 8 now about to lose second, and Sebastian Gonzalez in the 807 is going to take second out. He comes from fourth and second in just 2 turns. Now looks like the 807 is going to go for the race lead as Gonzalez contacted, it appears, by the 57 in the 807. Connor almost went for retaliation there. As look at the 807 of Sebastian Gonzalez will go for the race lead, and Ashley Connor in the 57. As this might turn into a rivalry. Connor in the 57 is going to take the lead, but looks like the 807 is Gonzalez not fighting back. The 01 of Roger Fletcher is starting to fall back. He was running in fourth, and now he is falling way back. We'll see where he crosses the line this time. He falls all the way back to 8th. Now, meanwhile, Connor to 57 is the new race leader here, as the 807 of Sebastian Gonzalez is also working in here. Looks like those cars have basically just pulled away from the rest of the field. Adrian Wilson, the 50, is, I believe, the first car, last car one down. As looks like the battle for third is starting to shape up very interesting. Carter Perel and Thomas Roger. That's the battle for third. Looks like Roger's trying to get it. No, he cannot. And now that just settles back down. Carter's brother Lucas is also in the mix. He's running in the 6th spot. Jermaine Wilson and I believe that's Ashton Douglas in the 14 are also driving in the mix. Jonathan Blaine, the early contender, is trying to rally his way back up. He is stuck. As meanwhile, looks like Connor in the 57 is starting to have his lead increase slightly. Looks like they will get to the lap car of Randy Turner once again. Looks like no for Connor 57, nor no problems for the 807. They hear the 37, the 34, and the 807 nearly make contact. As now they head to another slow car, that being Will Thompson in the 96. Looks like Adrian Wilson has a problem with them. Connor in the 57 trying to get it, but we have another caution. Our third one, we'll have to see what that is all about. Might have had to do something to do with Frazier. Frazier was 16th. Alright, so it looks like caution's out for Kenneth Hovey in the 24. Apparently spun down the back straightaway. Let's take a look at what happened. Looks like the 24 came down, almost got the 11. And Barrow almost came flying back up on the track. So, looks like we're going to have pit stops again. Connor is going to lead the field down pit road. So we are working lap number 37. So missed the restart there apparently, but accidentally missed the restart. But meanwhile, looks like the 11 of Lucas Parle is in the lead. Looks like now Christopher Donnell has since taken that over. Kind of missed the restart. That's my fault. As looks like never mind. Looks like Parle in the 11 is the leader. Second is Christopher Donnell. Third is Mike Huckabee. Fourth is Gary Kane in the 166. Fifth is now Sebastian Gonzalez. He just got by Carter Parle in the 31, who's now 6th. 7th is Ashton Douglas. 8th is Jermaine Wilson. 9th is Brendan Tree. 10th is Jonathan Blaine. 36th, that is your top 10. But for the most part, looks like only one car just dropped out, and he just recently dropped out. That's Kenneth Hovey. He dropped with the gearbox issue just a moment ago. I think something might have happened. But as looks like Gonzalez in the 807 is clawing his way back to the front. One of the fastest cars throughout the weekend. And now we are up on lap 44 of 100. Here, approaching halfway here in this race. Looks like this is the battle for third. Basically not going to be a battle for third, just simply a pass for third for Gonzalez and Carter 807. back up front. Mike Huckabee in the 56 just in the lead as we have another caution. The 03 of Miko Draw now smoking on the track. I believe break off on that 03 car while take a look what happened. Spin down the back straightaway. It looks like John Suster and Ashley Connor. So looks like John Suster in the 589. Ashley Connor, who had problems in pit road, has now come back down. Somebody hit the 589. That was Adrian Wilson. And it looked like Randy Turner just drove the 589 hard. Here, so I turned a relatively minor accident. That's gone big. Take a look from another angle. Looks like the 57 got into the 589. Adrian Wilson hit him from the back, and then Turner just drove straight into the 589. So a little bit of a hard crash there. Look at Luke Carl in 11 has driven his way back down pit road as Sebastian Gonzalez in 807 is the new leader of the race, with Carter Pearl is now sitting in second as the 14 Ashton Douglas right now sits in third. Jonathan Blaine in fourth. Looks like Pearl in the 31 is going to try to take the lead away from Sebastian Gonzalez. Gonzalez, who had been climbing up the field and now is use the lead to Carter Pearl and Carter 31. We are now halfway through this race as Pearl takes the lead, take over the race. And now the 807 is Sebastian Blaine is going to go for second. Ashton Douglas at car 14 is still trying to get around that. Blaine's going to go for race under 31 Pearl. The 14 Douglas trying to get under the 807 Sebastian Gonzalez. Now looks like Robertson, Jermaine Wilson, and Chad Steiner are all also in the mix. And so we got Pablo on the front, the leaders are around. Sebastian Gonzalez, Carter Perel. Perel hit the can. Gonzalez goes over on his roof. Looks like Roger Frazier. Let's see. Mike Huckabee. So a big moment in this race as the two leaders take each other out. Gonzalez has heavy damage. So the strongest car up to this point has been apparently taken out by his own mistake. I believe it might have been Jermaine Wilson. So the two leaders take each other out as... Let's see what happened. Looks like Perel ran it wide. Perel lost it. Blaine gets into the bend of the 31. 31 shoots back at the track. Gets in Gonzalez, which this the car around. Looks like Brendan Train, the 52, gets hit. Miko Knowles hit as well. And I think that rollover caused the engine give way on that 807. Looks like we'll see what Gonzalez's crew can do, as Gonzalez had been the fastest car up to that point, as they are going to attempt to fix it, which I don't know if that's a possibility. They're going to try to fix it. We'll have to get the status up on it later. As we're about to take the restart here, and Gonzalez has dropped out of the race. So looks like Jonathan Blaine of the 30 is going to be the race leader. Ashton Douglas in second, John Herbert's in third, and Jermaine Wilson in fourth. So we are working lap number 57. Green flag is out. Jonathan Blaine is going to lead the way, as looks like under 14 of Ashton Douglas is trying to get there. Herbertson in the 41 is trying to get under the 14 of Douglas, and that's for second. Looks like the 41 of Herbertson cuts back in front, and now looks like we got a caution on the track again. Looks like it might have been because of that 52 car. Yes, it because of him. Let's take a look at 52. Looks like he just came off the 96 of Will Thompson. So that's just simple to explain. So we are under caution lap number 60. So about to take the flag here. We only got 10 cars on the lead lap, so it's a little bit of early stretch to say it, but if we do go to overtime, then I believe we will, out of, I believe, just 21 cars finishing the race, only 10 will be running overtime, as I'll basically get the rules if that's the case. I hopefully don't this will happen, but I'll explain the rules. The 36 of Blaine is gonna lose the lead to John Herbertson. Ashton Connor, the 57, is running 13th. Ashton Nicholas in the 14. Looks in the 41, the former Gatorade Series driver, is now gonna get its lead. Blaine tries the crossover, but that does not work. As looks like Ryan Howard, and looks like some of these strong cars are early in this race. Connor, Howard, RL, looks like the 11 has recovered from his early spin. Jermaine Wilson, Gerald Douglas, Christopher Donnell, Gary Kane, Mike Huckabee, Troy Aventino. So like it's down now. So it looks like it's down to 9 cars, as we got a caution on the track again. Will Thompson, Jermaine Wilson. We'll have to take a look at what happened there. Let's see. Looks like Wilson tried to hit. He got in front of the Donnell. Car rolls over once, rolls back on its wheels, and Will Thompson decides to be an idiot and just runs into the 53. That's just some good news there. Looks like Wilson was trying to hit. The 02 of Donnell was in the way. The 292 of G. Douglas, who has basically been struggling all day. Most of the cars took the middle line. Looks like, who was that? I think Brendan Trey almost piled in there as well. So working lap number 70. So all these cars are dropping out. We are coming to the restart, which will be on lap 73. As looks like Herbertson has jumped into control. Now it's just down to 7 cars. As the green flag is back out, as the 41 of Herbertson is going to try to hang on to there. Blaine in the 36 is also going to try to be there. He gets hooked by Connor in 57, as that's going to lose him a lot of ground, but he's going to get the line. But looks like Herbertson 41's going to get the run 3/4 of the way through here, as Herbertson and Blaine are going to try to build it up for the race lead here. Ashton Douglas in car 14 is trying to get around. Looks like the only other car that might have a realistic shot is that 11 car of Luke and the 8 of Douglas, but they are stuck behind a good amount of traffic. There you see both of those cars. The black, white, and red number 11, and just that black number 8 car of Gerald Douglas, as looks like Ashton Douglas car 14 is struggling to get around, and Herbertson has just been so strong in this second half of this race since taking control early on in this second half, as we had lap traffic that was here's the 41. He is now just pulling away, as Blaine is now dealing with that 58 of Brian Howard, as Howard's just 2 laps down. I think Connor's also 2 laps as well. So it looks like Blaine is losing a lot of ground to the 41. It's now about a 1 second gap, as 41 of Herbertson is just holding that line. Looks like Blaine in the 36. We're coming to about 21 laps to go here. So, starting to be a very crucial point in the race. Meanwhile, we have a battle starting here for the, I think this is for the third spot. Ashton Douglas, Lucas Parlin, and Gerald Douglas. As looks like Lucas Parlin, the 11, they touch a little bit. The 11 do. Parlin, the 11. Parlin, the 11 gets to third. Gerald Douglas, number 8, trying to get there. As we're on with 20 laps to go. And Robertson has about a 1 second lead over the 36 of Jonathan Blaine. And the lead is about half at the straightaway, so we'll have to get a more definitive angle next time around. It's coming across the line. As about 2 seconds here, that's about a half a straightaway for car number 41 of Herbertson. He leads that time by, as now the lead is simply just increasing. As unless if something drastic happened to that 41 car of Herbertson, the former Gatorade Series driver, might win with the victory here, and driving the same chassis that he ran in the NOVAR Gatorade Series, but they were recycled in order for him. So Herbertson elected to just run that 41 that recycled to number 41. As and 41 is still just rounding out the track. They're just down to about 16 laps to go. Blaine is just losing a ton of ground. Just basically nowhere to go for that 36 car to simply just get there. In the 41, simply just pulling away. Basically no contest, and there's really no lap cars that he has to really deal with. 15 to go, coming to 14 to go. The caution is out. And that's, I think, for Brendan Troy and Ashton Douglas. So Ashton Douglas, who had been running in the pit spot, he fell back a little bit now. Look at the 52, just came into the 14. Spin down the track, so a caution with about 15 laps to go. So I don't think this will help Blaine at all, since he will have 2 lap cars ahead of him. So we'll get the restart. Here we got 7 cars remaining on the lead lap, so if the caution does come out, it will not matter anyway. We'll take the restart with 10 laps remaining here. Herbertson has just been so strong throughout the entire race. Jonathan Blaine, unless if something can happen to that 41 car, I don't think Blaine is going to talk to him. Or the 8 of Gerald Douglas, Lucas Paul, the 11, Gary Kane at 166. For car number 1. We'll see what unfolds here. As Herbertson runs the middle line, looks like Chad Consteiner. Consteiner gets into the 41! 41 sideways! As now, looks like Herbertson's going to have to force to run to the bottom. That might have been a good advantage for the... That might have really helped 36, but instead, Herbertson retains lead and still is on front of 58 and 59. As, oh boy, they touch a little bit again. Looks like Hunter and Chad Steiner. They touch a little bit. As meanwhile, Jonathan Blaine, Consteiner's just running into everybody. Which, I don't know what Consteiner's up to thinking. He's running 1 lap down in 8th. As if he doesn't get by that 41 of Herbertson, it's not really going to matter if overtime's basically needed. As the 59 of... Looks like Consteiner to get there. We are just down to 6 laps to go. As do we have caution? Yes, we do. Looks like Gary Kane is the victim of our caution. So looks like Gary Kane trying to come down pit road, and Miko Kendall once again gets in the way of pitting. So the caution on 95. So we're going to take this restart with just about 1 lap to go. John Herbertson in the 41 is the leader, so barring something crazy on the start of the had to force the race to end under caution, we will be racing for one more lap here. So the green and white flags will be out. John Herbertson, car number 41. On the last restart, Chad Constata got into the back of the 41. Will it happen again? Green flag is out. Herbertson in the 41, holding that middle line. Doesn't look like Steiner can't get there. Blaine does not have enough time. And rounding out at turn number 4, John Herbertson in car 41 wins here at Pablo Creek with the 36 of Jonathan Blaine in second. Third is Gerald Douglas. Fourth is Lucas Parrell. And rounding out the top 5 is Sean Douglas in car 14.